Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're here for Undead Unluck episode 18. Last episode, Billy escaped, but we managed to capture the little book thing. Apocalypse. Yeah, we managed to capture Apocalypse, and we now have him in our possession after he flooded Fuko's mind with a ton of memories that I need some answers to. So, my biggest one that I've thought over and over again since the last episode is the Apocalypse, is not the Apocalypse, is the Ragnarok one, where it looks like Victor is standing in Ragnarok. That is the biggest one that I need answers to. Did Ragnarok already happen? Is like this cycle they've been going through like a loop? Like once Ragnarok hits, the world like resets back to the beginning? I don't know. I don't exactly know how it works, but that I need answers to. That is probably my biggest one of those flashing memories that I need answers to. But there's other ones like Juice and Victor when they're younger. There's like ones with Gina and Nico and just a ton of other stuff. There's the one where they were fighting, they were already fighting Spoil, which makes me think once again, what if it's a possible loop type situation where Ragnarok occurs, the world essentially gets reset back to square one, and then all these rules are slowly added in again, and that's why Spoil eventually gets added in again, and we have to fight Spoil again. A lot of questions, and Juice said she was going to explain, so my guess is we're going to get our answers here. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord links in the description for both of those. Discord, we just talk about shows, we talk about Jesus. Dangers in My Heart, Delicious in Dungeon, really any show, solo leveling, whatever it may be. We have a great time in there. And then as far as the Patreon goes, the typical reaction Patreon, you get all uncuts and no blurring, as well as some exclusives as well on there. So feel free to check out either of those as you wish. But without further ado, let's get straight into Undead Unluck episode 18. Alright, Juice, let's hear those answers. The biggest thing I've been waiting for. I need me some answers. Man, they really destroyed Stonehenge like that. Oh! That's kind of funny. They cut away from him in the opening. Yeah, seems like Ishin lived as well, even after getting hit in the neck. Damn, Fuko got hit hard by that. The human brain is a remarkable thing. Yeah. I need answers, Juice. It's time. It's time to get answers. Yeah, the fact that she just accepted the penalty, that is weird. That is very weird. Considering Ragnarok could happen, that could destroy the world, yeah, that's pretty lax. Was I right? Is it a loop? Yes, yes, oh my god. I knew that too, that's crazy. And Shin heard that. We need answers, Juice, answers. Man, she has been alive for forever. This is going all the way back to episode 1. God damn, this is a blast to the past. It is a loop. It so is a loop. Oh my god, I was right on the money in the intro. I was right on the money. I was so on the money that it's a loop. Ragnarok occurs, Earth resets, you go through the rules again. It's just God playing games. That's all it's been since the start. It is God playing games with this world that he has created. Of course he's not going to just fully wipe or mop the floor with it and get rid of it. He's going to reset it and then play the game over again until someone is strong enough to challenge him in his own game. I was so right on the money that it's a loop. Yes, and then he asked what year and month, and he asked what week it is. Man, they have been building this up. They have been building this up. And with the galaxies, you get weeks. This was so cool. The constant recapping here to just kind of spoon feed me the information is a little annoying because I had taken note of all these things when they originally happened, but what can you do, I guess. But I am happy we got to see the galaxy thing again. That was one of my favorite moments from earlier in this season. Yeah. How long have Jewies and Billy been alive? Realistically speaking. Is Arc like a thing to reset? Is that the resetter? I knew it! I'm so proud of myself that I called that in the intro to this video. Wow. I'm so proud of myself for that. Fucking knew it. How have you lived through that destruction, though? That's what I need to know. How have you been alive for that long? And how have you not died along with the destruction? I get Andy can't die, Victor can't die. They are quite literally undead, but you are not. You are just injustice. How have you lived through Ragnarok time and time again? And also, I know they have that anti-aging stuff that Gina was using earlier in the season, but how far does that anti-aging stuff take you? Like, how maybe Juice uses injustice on herself, and like her justice, I don't know. I never mind. That wouldn't work out. No, I was gonna say like her justice would be like not dying, but that would be the opposite because then it would make her die. But I don't think she can even use it on herself, so that void that, take that out of the equation. There's two main questions. How has she survived? And how has she lived so long? How does she survived all the Ragnaroks, and how has she been alive for so long in the first place? Andy, I get, he's undead. It makes sense. Him and Victor can't die. Makes sense that they've been able to live so long. Why has she been able to? That's the biggest question. What's a loop? Yep, that makes sense. So what she saw when Rip tossed her that gun a couple episodes ago, that was not a what's about to happen. That was a this has already happened. Whoa, that's so cool. I swear the lore of this series gets better with every passing episode. There's all those flashes again. My inadequacy leading to defeat. Stronger weapons and warriors, yeah. It's possible, especially with Undead here. But then again, they failed in the past with Undead, so man, so many questions. So many questions. What a good episode. I'm more just like really over the moon that I managed to guess this world is a loop. I'd even talked about it. I didn't directly say that it was a loop in the last episode reaction because at the time I didn't really understand it, but I had said, why is Victor here in Ragnarok? It's like it's already happened. I did say that that I thought it had already happened. I just didn't confirm that it was a loop, and so when I thought back on that and kind of watched that scene over off camera, it became pretty clear this world is probably on a loop. Like, God is just toying with them, destroying, resetting, going through the process, destroying, resetting, going through the process. Like, that's kind of what made the most sense after looking over that stuff again. Yeah. Yeah, it seems that Nico has also been alive for a long ass time. The way they keep calling him old timer and stuff, so you would think he would know. But man, seems that Juice and Victor are even older than that. Been using Arc. I knew it! Arc was probably what allowed her to loop or stay alive. Does the Arc, like, protect her and keep her alive? So if Billy secures the Arc this time, he'll be the one who makes it through the next loop. This has gotten so out of hand, man. I remember episode 1 where Andy was gonna save Fuko from jumping off the bridge, and then we just had that whole episode of them fighting like this organization, and now we are literally at the point where the world is looping over and over, and we have to kill God to stop the looping. Like, whoo! We have come a long way since the beginning. I think as far as shonens go, this is probably the most unique concept for a shonen I've ever seen. AOT was also very unique. I feel like this and AOT are probably two of the most unique takes on the general shonen genre as a whole, and I really like it. God damn, that looks so cool. Ragnarok for you. Oh god, Skara. What era is the new... Oh. That I could never have expected. That I could never have expected. The old fragments of Earth are the meteors she's slamming down? That is crazy. Wow. That's so cool. That is actually so damn cool. That's about all I can say about that. Yeah, that's true. That doesn't make any sense. Whoa. What? He does. Same from the previous cycle. Yeah. Victor and Juice were a thing. You're not being calm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's the farthest thing from calm. What is going on? That's... True. Oh my god, another blast from the past. And he just tagged along. Ever since the rule of death was added. How long ago is that? Realistically speaking, how long ago would that have been? How many loops have they been through to the point where Victor found Juiz? That is wild to me. Utterly wild. He's been alive for centuries on top of centuries, possibly millenniums. Wow. Shikara. News of this loop leak somehow. Maybe Under figured it out and leaked the information to Billy. I'm not quite sure how that would have happened exactly, but I feel like ripping them with, given the artifacts we've seen them hold, maybe they figure out about the looping through said artifacts. Shin made her stand up. Your vision of justice. Whoa, are we making a new round table? Oh, that's what Ishin was doing over there. Oh my god, they were making, out of Stonehenge, they were making a new round table. Pretty swank. And Apocalypse is tossed right in the middle in an unbreakable box. But one seat is empty now, although technically we've already accepted the quests. So can we just use any table? I thought we had to have that table. Maybe it's not you have to have the table, maybe it's you have to have Apocalypse. Maybe the table is just kinda, can be just created at will. I don't know if that's the case. They made a pretty big effort to get the table back. So I would assume you have to have that table. Maybe you have to have the table to accept quests. But we kind of already did that, didn't we? I don't know. I'll shut up, because I might be wrong about that. Alright. Why are these numbers so out of order? Are they supposed to be like this? Okay, yeah, so we did already accept the quest. Good to know. So that's why we're able to make whatever table we want. Realistically speaking, the next time we want to accept a quest, we will have to have the actual round table back. At least that's what it seems like. Yeah. It's a tall ask. Fuku looks awful motivated. As pinned by a certain artifact. I would prefer if you both handle it, huh? Hey! Hey! You can't do that to me! What the what the hell was that? That's the worst cliffhanger ever. You're just gonna make me not know what the book is until next episode? Okay, thank you. Either way, that was a phenomenal episode. This was like, the way they exposized, I think it was a little irritating how they constantly flipped to flashbacks to spoon feed me the information, because I kind of had come to the conclusion on my own, given everything I had seen up until this point in the series, but they just kind of spoon fed you everything, which I guess is good for people who don't pay as much attention to the series as maybe I or some other of you viewers out there do. I guess it's fine. I can push past it. It doesn't bother me that much. The reveals in this episode were a lot more enjoyable than that is going to tank my enjoyment overall. I think this was a great episode, a great way to introduce us into kind of our new objective now as we go forward, and the looping and everything. It was all really, really, really damn good. But I think I'm going to keep this ending short and wrap it up here. I don't really have too much else to talk about that I didn't talk about during the reaction itself. I still have a lot of I don't even have many questions. They really got all answered here. The one question I still have is how has Dewey's lived for this long? That is the biggest question I currently have. I know that Gino was talking about how they have some anti-aging stuff, but I don't know if that would allow Dewey's to live for hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years. Maybe it does, but I'm not sure. Obviously, if the Dewey's age thing will be explained later, don't spoil that for me. Like, I'll figure it out when the time comes. Overall, I think this episode pretty much answered all the questions I had going into it, and all the questions I had throughout it as well. And I guess next episode we'll figure out what this book she's specifically talking about is. So, I think that is going to wrap it up my reaction to Undead Unluck episode 18. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.